Hi, and welcome to MKW Driving School YouTube channel. Back again with another video. It's Leeds One While Driving Test Centre, Harehills. Today, the driving will be on independent driving with sign follow. As you know, that examiner can ask you to do the sign driving or give you the sat-nav driving. So today, driving will be with sign driving. Very easy route. If anybody get that route, they should be lucky because that's very straight driving to do. But unfortunately, this test is a fail. Even after did a good drive, everything was perfect. Just one mistake just before going back to the test center or about to finish the test center 5 minutes before the test is a fail. To check the reason why it's fail, keep watching the video till the end. So coming out of the car park, going straight to the roundabout, first exit. Now end of this road, we're turning left. Good observation and good judgment to take the car out without wasting any time. Well done for that. Going straight to the roundabout, going right side of the roundabout, fourth exit. Before that, one moving and stopping exercise. Again, moving and stopping is a part of the test. Examiner asks you to do some moving and stopping in the test about 4 5 times or maybe 6 times. So if they ask you to do some moving and stopping, don't think you're doing something wrong. It's a part of the test. Just to give you a tip, they always try to do the first moving and stopping early as possible soon you move off from the test center. So they can check your ability to move the car and stop the car in case they have to ask you to do some moving and stopping. So they can check your ability to do moving and stopping early as possible so they know. And that is the place you should be showing your confidence and don't show them your weak points. Because if you can't do the good moving and stopping as a first moving and stopping, they're definitely going to watch you more all the time in the test in other moving and stopping, especially if you miss your mirror signal and the blind spot. So going right side of the roundabout, fourth exit. This roundabout near the test center have total 4 exits. So after the number 3, then you do proper mirror signal for number 4. Then you're getting another roundabout soon. That roundabout we're going to take first exit, left turn. In this situation, we're getting towards the meeting situation. So careful, there is always a parked cars here. So careful all the times with the parked cars. Careful for somebody coming out from the street and coming out from the little car park. But you are on the main road, you have the priority. Now 20 zone is just here. Now you finishing the 20 zone and going to the 30 miles. So taking the car left, first exit. Now where you going left, it looks like a dual carriage because you got dual road, but you got single line to drive, not two lines. So one line for you on this side and one line on the other side. So technically take it as a single carriage, not dual carriage. Even you got the center reservation on the right. And you also have seen the sign recently say 30 mile per hour road. So sometimes people do mistake this, that they think it's a dual carriage and they drive 40 over here. So make sure there are some routes on this test center in Leeds where you pass these kind of dual roads, but the single carriages count and they are 30 miles per hour road. Now you're entering a street again with the 20-mile zone. So whenever they take you these kind of left and right street, again there's a good chances they can ask you to do some moving and stopping exercises again. So some of the routes you drive the car on the main roads more, like 40-mile speed roads. And when you go to the 40-mile speed roads, of course, they don't have much time to do moving and stopping. So that's why they try to use the 20-mile and 30-mile speed roads in the beginning, and they try to do the moving and stopping as much they can in the beginning and at the end of the test times. Moving and stopping have different styles. Like do the moving and stopping before you reach the car. That is called move at angle exercise. That is a compulsory moving and stopping in the test. Always practice stopping before the car and move off. That is called move at angle exercise. It's compulsory, everybody get it. Then hill start, stopping the car a little bit inclined position and do the hill start. That is a also compulsory moving and stopping in the test. Other than that, you have different moving and stopping, one in 20-mile road, one in 30-mile road. And sometime if a opportunity comes, also moving and stopping in a 40-mile speed road. So that is how it becomes 4 to 5 and 6 moving and stopping. Other moving and stopping can be before starting the maneuver or before the instruction of emergency brake exercise. So end of this road, taking a left turn. Now see the blue sign come and say dual carriageway ahead. So that is where people get confused when they read this dual carriageway ahead. They think it's going to be a 40-mile. But look on the sign, it says 30 mile per hour. So same logic, you're going to the dual road, dual carriage, but because it's 30 mile per hour, so you do not drive 40 speed. And second, nothing anywhere say is 40. Now this is the right thing you done it on this dual carriage, that when the car on the left lane count as a hazard, you change the lane and use the right lane and you don't drive center of the line. But when at the end of the this test route, you did the same mistake but not keeping the good position. So keep watching till the end to see your mistake. So because it's a single road, like a one-way direction, so you keep left to go left at the end of the road and keep right to go right of the road. Many people do that mistake. It's like a one-way. When you exit the one-way, you keep the car on the right lane to take a right turning. So you done very well to keep the good position. Again, well done for that. So you're going to the mini roundabout zone. We're going to take a right turning, second exit. Not always all the roundabout come with the 3 exits. Some roundabout come only with the 2 exits, like a roundabout on the T junction. Not all the roundabout come on the crossroads. Some come on the T junction. So that's a T junction. So that's why 2 exits only. Taking a right turning, like a right street turning, but go around the roundabout and do it. Now, after a short while, getting towards the meeting traffic situation with the proper meeting traffic signs. So that meeting traffic sign handle, you did very well as well. So there is nothing wrong in that one. Your all the driving was all perfect with few minors until to the last 5 minutes of the test. So anything you're doing right now, everything was all in a good order. Like now you see the car, you stop on the giveaway line and then you look properly before move off, like proper shoulder look and move off. Everything was fine. So we're gonna continue straight ahead on that road. Then we're gonna park the car on the left side in a quite easy place, safe, and that is where we're gonna start the independent driving. So this time the independent driving, as I said, is not with the sat-nav. This is to follow the signs. So that is where we're gonna ask the client to park up on the left anywhere safe. Is also the hill start as well. We can check the same thing as a moving and stopping, and that is where we give them independent driving, asking them now you move up from here and follow the road sign and road markings, and after that follow the sign for York A64 York, and until we don't say anything different to you, keep follow A64 York signs, and that is called independent driving section start. Before that, we guide you as normal, and after the independent driving will finish, we guide you back to normal. When you join the dual carriage, there's a giveaway sign here. This giveaway is for pedestrian and cycle, but you don't have to completely stop the car here. That is a mistake. Luckily, there was no one at the back. You only have to search for cycle right and left and keep moving if there is no one. It's the same rule of every junction or every giveaway. You look in advance. If there is no one, keep on moving. You don't have to stop unnecessarily, otherwise, someone can at the back hit you, because there should be a reason to stop. Otherwise, you just slow down, look early, and keep moving. So that's a minor mistake. But as I said, luckily, there's no one at the back, but you should not have to stop the car completely. You only stop the car when it's the stop lines. Otherwise, look early, find information, and keep moving. So we also guided the student that if you don't see any sign for York, do not worry. Keep going straight unless you see the sign. And when you see the sign, follow York A64. Now, near the petrol pump, this is the first sign you will see about York A64. So when you read the board, try to read the board with the name and number, because sometimes they show you the name on the floor and sometimes they show you the number on the floor. Now you must have to keep the lane discipline. So as I said, this route is not so hard as you're not changing any lane. York is straight. So then you just simply have to keep the car in the left lane and go straight. Secondly, this roundabout is controlled by the light, so it's not too hard as well to make a judgment of the gap. But again, not everything will be easy in the test. There are some easy parts, some medium, and some challenging hard parts. So these roads are 40 mph speed road, so they're not good spaces to park up and move and stop. That's another reason they try to do moving and stopping in the street times on 2030. Now, after a little driving more, you're going to see another sign. Again, follow York A64. So that's the same sign, no name change. So when you get to the next available signboards, which is the roundabout, so you follow the sign for A64. Luckily, again, A64 York Road is on the left. So sometimes people don't feel it's hard to take the first exit on the roundabout going left. But sometimes the roundabout can be so busy and finding the gap is a hard part. After you're going to take a left turn, which is left on the roundabout first exit to the York A64, very clear written down. This light is pedestrian crossing light because it comes with a zigzag line. So don't think this roundabout also have the light control. So this light is only for pedestrian crossing. So after the pedestrian crossing, you go to the giveaway line as normal. Watch the traffic coming from the right. Do proper mirror signal. If it's nothing, keep moving. Now this is a hard part now. National limit. Now this is a 70-mile dual carriage because of dual road. 70 mile. Now you must have to build up your speed up till 70 if possible, and if it's safe to do so. That is called a progress chapter. Now this is where the sign driving is changing now. The next sign is to follow is more town. You're getting a new board signs, busy roundabout, three direction like left, straight, and right. First board say keep in a left lane to go straight. More town is your second exit going straight. That's the second word for your independent driving. And now this board say keep the middle lane to go straight. So you done good. So you pick the good lane as well. So nothing wrong in that part as well. And good judgment and good mirror signal. Now this is a 40-mile speed now, not 70 anymore. Single carriage. Now there's no much road markings here, but treat this as a two lane. So keep the car on the left lane because you're getting near the traffic light junction and you must keep the car in the left lane to go straight ahead. Now roughly this point where we say that okay, your independent driving section is finished now. In a short while I'm going to give you some direction and then you follow my direction from here back to normal. Now after a little drive we're going to ask you to take a right turning in the next coming street. That was your mistake. You did the right turning, but you go very wide to take a right turning. And when you enter in the center reservation box in the middle of the box, your car need to be fully inside the box. Like four tires should be inside the box. So two mistake. One, the car is not fully in the box. See the arrows say that you move to the right in a good time and try to stay as close to the right because your left car is still a little bit out. And then when it was clear for you to make a turn, you went too much forward ahead to make a turn towards the left curve too much. So that's another mistake. Then you're getting to the crossroad, going to take a left turning. So now examiner normally use these streets for your maneuver exercises, like pull up on the right side and do 2 car length reverse back. That is what we're doing now. Pull up on the right, reverse 2 car and move back. So it was a minor mistake again, like not keeping the car straight for reversing back, and there was a car coming, missed a little bit from the observation. Not too late, but still 2 minors on that point. And the same street can be used for parallel parking, and same street can be used for emergency brake exercise. But again, it was not a serious mistake here, some minor mistake. So try to keep your car straight when you pull up on the right and reverse back straight in a straight line. And while doing the exercise, try to look all around 360-degree all the time. So we said end of the road, take a left turn. So that left turn was okay. But after that, there was another junction coming up now. It's called crossroad. So the next giveaway warning is already there, 100 yards. Then we ask you to take another left turning at crossroad for the 40-mile road. Now watch on the right hand side, there's a bin lorry try to turn and it's very wide. So what you did not stop properly to look on the right properly on the blind spot behind the lorry, and you take too quick decision to take the car out. You took a risk. You took a risk here. But luckily, again, there was no one. Otherwise, that can also be a serious mistake. So that is a junction observation mistake, that you should let the lorry completely turn first, see the new road properly, then decide to take the car out. Don't rush. So this roundabout going straight ahead, second exit. This one you didn't done anything wrong. You took the right position on the left. There's no road markings, but you picked the right position on the left. That is perfectly fine. But then when you was going straight, you need to stay in the outer lane. But don't forget 1 meter away from the curb. So you're gonna watch yourself driving now to go straight ahead. That you're keeping your car too much to the left on the outer lane and going very wide to the left. So like now, so moving off was okay. So you was too much left to the here and looks like you're too close to the van and near the curb. Remember, you need to stay 1 meter away from the left all the time when you drive in every condition. That is another minor mistake. You got it again. You was under control of the car. If you was not, I would have grabbed your wheel, and that can be another serious mistake. Now, the time came where you actually got the serious mistake to fail the test. So, first of all, watch this bus. Now, this bus was in front of you from a long time. So, when you're driving behind the bus, you should have keep the awareness and planning. The bus gonna take a stop on the bus stop. So, when the bus is in front of you like a hazard and is stopping on the left side for a stop, then you should be ready to make a maneuver, like overtake the bus. So that's what exactly happened. No awareness and planning. So the bus gave you the signal to pull over on the left, but you did not overtake that time. That's fine. You want the bus to fully pull in, they go straight, but look on the front, you got a red car in your lane. Again, you need to be ready, awareness and planning to change the line, to proper mirror signal, change the line. But you did not change the line. You go center of the road, getting too close to the parked cars, and there was a more cars coming from your back shoulder. So you was too close to the parked car, and that's the problem. You should have changed the lane early in a good time. And that is exactly where the tests fail. As I said, you picked some minor mistakes, so you was already in the radar that you are not making much awareness and planning, like lorry junction and then right turnings and other things. So that means you have some weak points. So that's why we watch you more, and then when you done again awareness and planning issue, then we was ready to pick your mistake. So yeah, so this roundabout we're taking a left turning and taking you back to the test center, but that is actually the main reason you fail. Rest was a minor, but some minor was by luck. Otherwise, there was less awareness and planning some places, which would make you fail if luckily you was not safe. So thank you for watching. So stay tuned for the channel updates. Subscribe us, like us, share our videos. You don't have to be our student to learn from us. Learn free. And any comments, do comment us. Click the like button, bell button for new updates, for new videos. So thank you for watching.